The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Horrible Gamers podcast, episode 388. I am your host, Gunny Chief, aka Henley. Joining me today on March 14th, 2022 is my good friend Ryan up in Canada. How the hell are you, Ryan?
What's going on, everybody? Another episode of Horrible Gamers. Let's do this. Gunny's gonna host. Gunny's hosting.
I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it.
Yay!
Oh, we also have somebody from the West Coast, just like me, down south. Evan, what's happening, my friend? What's going on?
What's up, West Coast, Best Coast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got a Twitter. You can leave us messages over there at _horriblegamers over on the Twitters. You can also leave us a review on the iTunes. Give us also 5 stars. We'd appreciate it. And Spotify. If you've got a smartphone or a tablet, you can give us 5 stars on there also on the Spotify.
Basically, if you can rate us, please do. It helps us out a lot.
Yes. And we
don't forget to head over to the Horrible Gamers community Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/horriblegamers.
And also we have a Patreon. Thank you to all the Patreons we have. I do have a list down here. Let me just get that really quick. First person we have is John Jerome. And we have with us Evan the Grower, Not a Shower, Tanaka.
Hey, you know what you need, Evan?
What's that?
Some Manscaped.com. You should head over there, and HGP20 is the little code.
Did you get a glimpse of my bush? Is that why you're bringing this up?
Well, you know, I'm just saying, if you're showing off your grower, you might really want to show her.
Oh.
And go to Manscaped.com.
Yeah, you can support this show.
And use the code HGP20. Who else we got on that Patreon list, Gunny?
Also, we have Adam Sunday, the best HGP host ever, Nipron, Pork Chop Poo, Henley M, Native Lives Matter, Vetterholic, Chad, Sean Pacharak, Robert Noble, Leahy the Legendary D, Jonathan Titan D Hall, and Bill Still Even the Biggest D Gardner the Second. Thank you, guys. Appreciate all you Patreons out there.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Also go over to Redbubble. We do have some shower curtains, Ryan, over there. Redbubble.com.
Yep. I'm still waiting for mine. I don't know. Maybe Jesus should call support or something.
You checked your email, still nothing. Wow.
Yeah, nothing.
We also have t-shirts and all kinds of
mugs
stuff.
And clocks and blocks and socks. All kinds of stuff.
Even as I look at my sticker over here, we have all kinds of phone cases, you name it. Redbubble.com, HGP. Just search for Horrible Gamers in there. Also, you did mention Manscaped, Ryan. I did use my Manscaped razor today.
Did you?
I did, actually. I used it on my face, but...
On your face?
Yeah, why not?
Hey, what are you doing? That's not meant for your face, brother.
I know, but this
Have you used it anywhere else yet?
Yeah, I've used it down below, folks, and
then you put it on your face?
No, the face first.
You just put dick all over your face.
Dude, I washed it. It was cleaned. It's been sanitized. As you guys know, Manscaped is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineering for tools for your family jewels. I don't know, jewels? Really? Manscaped Performance
Package. For your family jewels.
The ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Join over 4 million men worldwide. Trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code HGP20 at manscaped.com.
I knew your mustache looked a little funny, Gunny.
Does it? I actually, I got a pretty good shave off of it today. And
to be honest with you, I've also used the product, and it's good. It's really good, guys. Honestly, it is.
Yeah, I like the.
I used it and had no issues whatsoever. No cutting, no pulling, no nothing. It was just smooth. I used the nose hair trimmer. I used the ear hairs. Yeah, it was great. I loved it. They gave us the Performance Package 4, I believe.
Yes.
Which came with the lawnmower 4.0, the nose hair trimmer, and the ball cream.
Yes, I like the ball cream.
I've been deodorant. Oh, toner. Sorry, the ball toner and the ball deodorant. I haven't used the toner yet.
Me neither.
But I used the deodorant and it was nice. Oh, also in that package is a really, really nice pair of underwear.
Yes.
I don't know if you've tried those yet, Gunny, but those are some nice underwear.
I think I'm wearing them right now.
Super comfy. I was really surprised.
Boxer briefs.
But yeah, so you can get your package by heading over to manscaped.com and using the promo code HGP20. Please do.
All right, guys. Also, this intro song is brought to you by Phantom Mech, Fowler and Twistex.
No.
I'm sorry, there may be a different one, depending on...
Yes, those are the old songs. I think Phantom Mech is who does our songs now. The old ones are Fowler and Twistex and Broke for Free.
It could be MechMod, for all I know. And also reached out to another person in our community who is also making us another outro song. So...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so look forward to hearing that soon. So he said he'd surprise us with that. So, yeah.
Sweet.
All right, with that out of the way, guys, I thought we'd talk about some video games. And
we have to?
We have to. You know why? Because I played a lot of video games this week and weekend. Because, as rising fuel prices...
Spoiling all the fun playing video games.
Yeah. It's almost like a... What do they call that? A blessing and a curse? I can't remember. But either way, it was kind of nice because I spent a lot of time not driving around due to high gas prices and just playing video games. So It's been nice. I mean, it's been great because you figure that's 8 hours or more that I had time to play games. But, I don't know where to start here. Maybe...
Hang on, because I think the audience is thrown off right now.
Why is that?
They're not getting any talk before their video game time.
Oh yes.
I'm kidding. Just go. What did you play, Gunny?
I just thought, I can't think of anything else. Any conspiracy
Jesus
theories?
Isn't here to keep the conversation going about whatever is happening in the world.
Gosh, there's just so much,
video
right?
games this week, guys.
Yeah, there's just so much. I figure people can get that from other places and hurt their brains from that stuff.
All right, go ahead. I was just screwing around. Go ahead, guys.
All right, fine. Went to the grocery store today. No, I'm kidding, guys. First game I played is now, Ryan, I don't know if you played the first one, but it's called Far. It's a game in Game Pass, and this one's called Changing Tides.
Far Changing Tides, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then wasn't the other one Far Something Sales?
I believe so.
Yeah.
And
I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And so I remember playing the first one. I believe I never talked about it on the show, but because it was just one of those things where just think of it like a side-scrolling, almost like a walking simulator because, you can't die. The puzzles are real easy. And
it's a narrative-driven story, right?
Yeah. It's mainly, there's no real... I'm trying to think even if the last one had dialogue. I think even if you did run into like an NPC, they may have even just said like a few words. It's a lot of really... This one even has better music. It just has that light flute woods sound to it. And yeah, it's really good. It's soothing. It's real relaxing. But basically the way you start off is, you're in the water, you find this, I guess you could say it's called like a boat or a steamboat that also has sails. And, and you're just doing different mechanics in the game to kind of keep the boat moving forward. Think of what are those games like Below and there's another one of those side-scrolling games, but those are more of that brutal black and white type games, you know? It's kind of like what your character and art style look like. But yeah, you can't lose,
like
right?
pixel art.
Yeah, pixel art, but you can't die, you know? It's just a matter of what lever to pull, you know, and, you know, what platform to stand on to, you know, activate the next thing. So I did get stuck in one part today where basically you're supposed to get these, whatever it might be, packages in the water, or, you know, and it's basically fuel for your boat. And I swear I ran out of all the fuel that I had, you know, and I could not get that boat to go forward. I'm like, all right, so there's got to be, you know, something floating in the water or something. And I was getting really frustrated and just either ready to quit and go play Elden Ring or fucking YouTube it, you know? Like, just to get past that part. But the only thing I had with me was a lantern, you know, that I found. And if I remember the last game, you just kind of collected those things. You can just put them around your boat. They don't serve any real purpose as far as I know, other than offering more light, you know? But the game's already light enough. It's not like you need to see. So I'm like, fuck it. You know what? I took the lantern and I put that in the, basically put that in the engine and just incinerated that thing, and that got me going. Because
Our Lone Sails was the other game, Gunny.
Yeah. And it was good. It was good. It was, yeah. It was just a matter of getting from point A to point B, you know, with a few puzzles in between. So, and it's looking more and more like, you know, this is more of the same thing with just, you know, maybe it looks a little better and better music, and but yeah, that got me through it, because now one of the new things, Ryan, is you now have these, like, you know, you've got these paddles, you know, that are attached to your boat. So when there's no wind, you know, that's how you're gonna get this thing going via steam power. So, but I do recommend it. It's on Game Pass. It's probably, you know, I was popping achievements left and right, so.
Yeah, might be something I'll check out, because I'm like, I feel like I need something a little more relaxing to play.
Yeah, it sounds boring.
It does a little bit,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Yeah, there's no real challenge, right? Like, it's not like, oh god, I fell in the water, I'm gonna die. There's a big ass shark, it's gonna eat me, you know. Yeah.
But not all games have to be that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Evan. Sometimes baby mode activated is good.
Not everything has to be fucking shoot, bang, bang, explode, and fucking die.
My fault, huh?
Doesn't all have
it's
to be
all
Call
your
of
fault,
Duty.
Evan. You and your shirt pockets.
It's not all COD here, my friend.
Sometimes us old folks need to relax.
Yeah, just a little checkers, you know, a little Sudoku. Yeah, so next game I played was Grid Legends. So this is, oh my gosh, what? Oh, so this
Where'd you
is
play
also
that, Gunny?
I played that on PC. So this is
Okay.
I played that as part of the Game Pass.
Oh,
No, so it's
is it
a
on
10
Game
hour.
Pass? Oh yeah, you get your trial. You get
Yeah,
your
10-hour free
right?
trial.
Yeah.
So I played a couple hours of it, and basically I think I really like this game because it feels like Forza Horizon, but just racing. So far, like all the tracks and everything, it almost feels
It's
like
not in an open world like Horizon. It's more like, you know, you have a certain track and you go to the track and you race the track and that's it.
that's it. But I believe it had co-op and versus modes and all these different things.
But you're not in like an open world.
No open world. So
it's like
it almost
Forza
feels
Horizon, but not open world.
exactly. It just feels like a Forza Horizon clone. You know? Yeah, but I feel
Evan, you sound bored again.
Nah, I didn't quite follow Gunny's comparison there.
and it does have I guess the one kicker to this thing is it does have live action story to it. So one of the things they're always showing is one of the guys
It's more
that-
like Need for Speed than Forza.
yes. Yeah, where it's showing, you know, the guy that
All right,
owns.
Here we go.
we're getting there, Evan. We're getting there.
All
We
right,
just got to keep drilling away
It's
at this.
good
We'll
live
figure it
action.
out.
It's got good actors in it.
Slightly more interested now.
You know, it's a lot of that close up to the face, and you know, or they'll show, you know, the owner of the race team or whatever, and his business partners, and you know, and just all serious faced, and they're gonna win this series, and just some little one-liners here and there, but they're kind of going back and forth, and and then you go race, right, and then you come back and it'll be the same thing again. So yeah, it's got a story with Forza Horizon Racing live action, man. Can't beat it. So, but I did play it, guys. I did choose hard because I'm pretty sure at any time when I start,
how could you? When
I start crying, yeah, the first 3 races were like easy. First place, everybody's still a lap behind me. But once they catch up, man, you know what I'm going to do, Evan? I'm going to knock that down to medium because I won't be able to deal with that frustration.
You have to assert your dominance.
Yeah. But I'll throw the controller first and fuck this game. Yeah, it's okay. It just feels like Forza Horizon. So if you want more of that, go play Grid Legends. Now the next one, Pinball FX 3, Indiana Jones.
Oh, you're stealing my thunder, Gunny.
You know what? Let's talk about... I'm going to let you talk about this one first because... Yeah, I think I only hit 44 million, and I saw your 340 million on there.
I think it was 311 or something. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but I didn't. I just had a good game. I was just hitting the multi-ball over and over again, and once you figure that table out, it's not that hard. I just didn't remember at first how to play it, and then if you keep hitting that little blue bumper up in the very top. Beside the bumpers, you keep hitting that like 3 or 4 times, and you'll set off multi-ball. And then I think if you hit it during multi-ball, it keeps launching more balls, and you can get up to like a 6-ball multi-ball.
I wasn't sure if it had to go up and around and then down the middle part. You know what I'm talking about? Like up and around, no. But then it had to come down.
There's a little blue target up at the very top, right beside where the bumpers are. Where the ball comes out of the bumpers and goes down. If you shoot up that lane to the blue target and hit that, it'll do like a lightning strike thing.
Yeah.
And then you do that like 3 or 4 times, and you'll set off a multi-ball.
Okay, I was able to lock a ball twice, but I'm like, maybe just lock one more in that way.
That's a different multi-ball.
Yeah, I was trying to get that one, but. Yeah, I didn't give it enough time.
That's behind the targets up the middle. The little blue ones on the side. Oh, wait a minute. No, I think the little blue one sets off a multi-ball as well. God, I can't remember.
Damn. But the difference I want to say with this one is I call it like a classic table or a Williams table. Right?
It is a Williams table.
Yeah, so it's like different from a...
It's a real pinball table.
Yeah, it's a real table. So it does have that challenge. Your balls are going to sink a lot more than just playing like a Star Wars table or, anything else in the Marvel series, I feel.
I find it goes out the left lane the most.
Yeah.
Left lane or down the middle if it
down
comes
the middle,
down just the right way. You got to get those nudges.
I know. I'm getting them down. There's times where most of the time I'm nudging the wrong way. I'm like, damn it, I nudged left instead of right. My brain was not fast enough on that, but yeah, they'll definitely come down the middle a lot of times. So, but I'm getting it down. It's a fun table. Once I unlock multi-ball or whatever, that'll probably just get me hooked to play it more. So, Indiana Jones, folks.
That was my fault this time, guys. Yeah. I went to mute myself and I hung the call up.
I'm like, where'd Ryan go? He left us.
Hit the wrong button. No, I've been having issues today. Discord kept disconnecting on me. But
damn.
I accidentally hung up that time.
All right, you're back. All right.
Like I'm enough of your talk, Gunny.
No, I've got one more game that we can talk about.
What do you got?
That's Elden Ring. I've been playing so much of that. But level 28, level 30. So I mean,
I only got one other game to talk about now.
We're going to talk about this one because we played together. I played with Bill Gardner a little bit.
Yeah.
Earlier in the week, and yeah. So let's talk about the multiplayer portion of it because that's something I think we're kind of all learning on this one is that. So yeah, first of all, getting somebody into your game can be very confusing, right? Or joining somebody's game can be very confusing and how to do it. But it was funny because we were able to join each other, but I think you joined my game.
Yeah, I think I ended up going into your game.
But we were trying to do it the other way around. It's weird, Evan.
It doesn't really matter either way, but
it's like, you put down this sign and then the other person will do like this waving motion or whatever using a furlong, whatever the fuck it's called, right? And then it'll just say, all right, now joining or whatever. But you got to put a password and make sure you both have the same password. It's odd. Yeah,
it's a real pain in the butt. Like I don't understand why that game has to be so convoluted. There's so much stuff that's so fucking hard to understand. You know what I mean? Like, it's just...
They should have made it... Okay, I can understand them doing that with PC. Maybe that makes more sense on maybe the Steam platform.
I don't get why you say that.
I don't know.
What does it matter what you're wearing or where you're playing it? It doesn't matter.
Well, it should be traditional for like consoles, for Xbox and PlayStation. Hey, invite player to game, or something, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Just fucking let me send you an invite and you come into my game. Give me the option to make it private or have it open.
Because you can tell when you're going through the menus, it's like they're just, I wouldn't say there's a lot of options or whatever, but it's like, you're just like, wait, so enable crossplay, huh? Oh, yeah, of course, that's enabled, I guess, and enable matchmaking. Why should that even be an option?
Yeah.
It's weird, yeah. But
so that you can sign their agreement crap.
Yeah, and I think that's what we thought the issue you were having yesterday. Like, did you sign the NDA crap to join the fucking multiplayer?
I did, but I think what happened is I kept coming back to the game, and it kept quick resume kept working. So what I think happened is it knocked me off the network and never reconnected. So I was just quick resuming back into my game, and I didn't care. Like, it didn't matter to me. I didn't need the online stuff. I wasn't using it for anything, right?
Yeah.
So then when I went, I had to, because originally when I loaded the game up, I agreed to all that stuff. Like when the game opens up. So I don't know why. I don't know if it was because I got kicked off and maybe there was an update or something. I don't know. And you had to re-agree to it. I have no idea what happened. But yeah, that was my problem. My multiplayer wasn't even showing up. Like it was grayed out. I couldn't click on multiplayer to even make a room or whatever. Right? So,
yeah.
But then we figured it out. And it was really... And then you get in there and you can't go to a site of grace and your stats are cut in half and all these like stupid things that you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're totally restricted on some things.
Like you're restricted. You can't go and level up because you can't go to a site of grace. You can't respawn enemies to like farm. You can't, there was a lot of stuff you couldn't do. And I was like, oh wow, I didn't realize how weird this was. I thought I just joined and my character was my character and I could do all the same shit. But they really go out of their way to not let you to change the game completely, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if it's beneficial to, but I can see, okay, if you got a friend, don't go even try and kill a low level boss. Just go around killing all the smaller NPCs. I mean, I doubt that's beneficial or whatever, but I guess you're doing that with a friend. Because let's say you do that, right? And you're like, all right, let's go kill this little guy on the horse, but he's a boss, right? Well, once you beat that boss, the person that joined your game is kicked off your game, right? It's just automatic, like, boom, the boss is done. You have no need for this other player. You're then removed. So, yeah, I'm sure maybe they're just thinking, I don't know, somebody's going to exploit or cheat or whatever and keep going and finish the game.
Fuck off with that. It's not a fucking... Yeah. It's not a PvP game. It's a game that you play co-op together. Like, I get if you're fighting somebody else. You don't want cheating, whatever, but...
It would be nice to have that cohesive, right? Because it is
stupid, man.
It's 3-player. It'd be awesome to just get in there and... Yeah.
I didn't like that at all, but I play that game like a single-player game anyways, so...
Yeah, me too. And so we were talking off air a little bit earlier. I was able to go into that first, I guess if you want to call it a settlement, where the soldiers are, just up the hill from the church. And there's the one big guy that just, rips me a new asshole every time, even if I just kill everybody else. So I was able to get him. I picked him off little by little on my horse. But you got to go fast by him and then, hit him with your sword each strike, every time. So I got him down to half health. There were still a few other enemies out there. Jumped off my horse, got my, I call it my spirit wolves, and got them out there. They were distracting them a little bit. And finally, after even my second health flask, I was able to get him and then, boom, go in, kill the other guys that never did come over and then boom, once you do that, you're able to get both health flask, right? Once you kill a group, you get all your health back.
Yeah.
So
you get refills on well, you don't get it all back. Sometimes you only get one flask and it'll give you like a health or a mana.
Oh, right. So yeah,
and then sometimes it fills them all up. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how that works exactly.
Yeah, but that was nice because getting those both back was like, yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're always happy to have that.
On to the next adventure. Ryan, I know you've been farming that giant or whatever that's just off the side of the church. I went to try to kill him today, and I didn't do it on the horse. I tried it on the horse, but I wasn't running fast enough. But I'll probably do that, and to see if I can get 1,000.
Do you have any? You don't have any spells at all? No, magic?
I'm using that long sword that I got from.
Because that's how, like, it's easy for me to farm that giant because I can just cruise down there, and it's like a short stint from the site of grace. I just cruise down there on my horse, and then I just hit him with magic. Boom, 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 boom. He's dead. 1,000 points. Go back to the site of grace. Back again. Boom, 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 boom. 1,000 runes. Go back. And I just kept doing that over and over and over again, trying to get my intelligence up.
Nice.
Now that I got my intelligence to a decent level, I'm going to work on a couple of more. I'm going to get a couple more up to about the same level as my shit, and then I'm going to go nuts because I'm just struggling a lot in that game. I don't. It's hard. It's hard for me.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever get good.
Yeah, same here. I went to the south, but apparently I don't even know where the round table is. I never finished watching the tutorial video.
I told you how to get there.
But I went all the way to the south, right? So I'm actually in game.
Go all the way to the south, Gunny. You go to your map.
Okay, I'm at the map now.
Scroll all the way to the bottom of the map and to the left-hand side.
Oh, see, I never did. Okay,
do you see the little point there?
I see the tree.
Click on it and you go there.
Okay, I don't have anything unlocked on the left. So
is there a little circle there in the corner?
No, not that I see. I went all the way.
You haven't been there yet, then.
I went to the Castle Morn. So, I just stayed on that road. I never did venture off. There's like a tree that I see on the map. So I never did go to that section. It's probably over there.
Gunny, you got crows in your room.
I know.
What's happening?
They're out there. They're hungry. They probably want some food. But I'm in the game, guys. Can't hear the crows. But yeah, Castle Morn. I went all the way down there. I didn't lose that many souls, but basically the things that killed me were like I called them flying monkeys, but it kind of reminded me of something out of Wizard of Oz. But yeah, and there was that. I called him a giant, but I think it was just more of a boss with a like a big helmet on. I'm like, I'm just gonna avoid him and kind of everybody else, just see how far I can go. But I just got destroyed up there. They were throwing like, I don't know what it is, like staffs or fucking javelins, and
no, they were you throwing the magic pebble thing at you.
Yeah. Oh, but speaking of javelins, holy shit! So right in that area near Castle Morn, there's that giant that kind of stands in front of that castle, and Oh my, he will throw this like, how long is that javelin, man? That fucking thing, it's got to be at least 20 feet long. And you could even be on the other side, like standing up on this mountain, and you'll kind of hear it coming too. And he will just put that thing, even if it falls anywhere near you or hits near you, you're already falling down and, losing part of your health. It's crazy. That giant scares the hell out of me. So, but yeah, this game's just got so much going on. There's areas where, there's some bears over there. Pretty easy to kill. There's these zombies in this swamp, but it's like a poisoned lake or whatever. You get poisoned, you lose health. It's like, yeah, it's crazy.
Stay on your horse.
Yeah, definitely stay on the horse. Man, I went in, found all those rats right in that same area, which is cool. I thought it was awesome. Called up my spirit wolves. They went in to get the big gigantic rat, and what did I find? I found something.
Gunny's fighting the lowest level characters in the game.
Yes, I'm trying to find the smallest ones I possibly can. Hey, that's what I've been instructed to do, right? Because
I've been doing the same shit, Gunny. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Every time I run into there's this one boss, and he's apparently everyone tells me he's so easy. You just go in there, you just get him. You just get him. Just go get him. And I go in there and I don't get him. Every time I don't get him. And I'm like, this is just, I like this game so much, but it's just, not for me. But I really like it. At the same time, it's just not for me, apparently.
Yeah, I
keep plugging away. I don't know. I'm trying to get myself to be OP so that I could just fucking walk through the game. But doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon. That's for sure.
No, I like my I love my Twitch. Always have ever since day one. And I watch a little bit of Fextra Life, and I can't remember the gentleman's name. His name escapes me, but they share that channel, right? Some of these bigger name people, and he's like 100 hours in, and he's just getting salty and trying to fight. It's basically two bosses, right? And it's making me shake, just thinking, oh, I'll never make it there, right? Like, me, Gunny, I got to play baby mode. It's like there's no way I'll make it to that level, right? And seeing his armor and just seeing him get destroyed from some of these bosses, they're big, right? So you can't see them when they're swinging, and damn, it's crazy. But yeah, there's like always new areas out there and new bosses. It's fun, Evan. It's like Assassin's Creed, but extremely difficult. Hardcore mode.
Are you not into this, Evan?
No, it's just I know the type of game it is, and I know the type of person I am, so I'm staying in my lane with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, did you try Bloodborne or Dark Souls at any point?
I take you as a Dark Souls kind of guy. You're not into that?
I never played any of the Dark Souls games. I tried playing Bloodborne, but it was fucking hard, so I gave it away to one of my friends. I was like, hey, you can play this if you want. It's making me upset. So, that's why
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds cool. Like, they are, like, kind of...
When you were playing Bloodborne, though, did you like it?
It was fun, but, like, the thing about it was, like, I felt like there was, like, one specific way to, like, progress through it. And, like, every time I would get, like, a little bit
That's the big
further.
difference with this.
Yeah.
This is wide open. You can just go wherever, right?
Okay.
So you just kind of explore. It's not a linear path like Bloodborne.
Yeah, because Bloodborne's the only one that I've tried, and I felt like I was killing the same... I had to kill the same, like, people in the same order in order to get a little bit further, or, like, to not...
You're going to be killing the same people, but you can do it in whatever order you want, because you can just kind of go to whatever enemy you want to kill, whatever enemy you want to fight, you think you can take down at the time.
Yeah.
So,
and it upsets me, like, when,
when you die?
Yeah.
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 Oh, dude, here's my story. That boss that I was talking about earlier, I had gathered about 6,000 runes. Gunny was in the party with me when this happened too. I was pretty pissed. 6,000 runes, and I forgot to spend it at the site of grace before I went and jumped in to kill the boss. And then I went, like, I could have bought another level, and I could have done that, and I completely forgot. Went in, jumped into the boss, and it was in a section where you jump over, and once you're in, you're in, right? Like, so you got to fight this boss.
There are those.
So I fought him. He killed me, obviously. Dropped my 6,000 runes. So now there's no way I can kill this guy. And I have to keep jumping in there over and over again to get my 6,000 runes. And I just kept dying over and over. I almost got him one time. And I was so mad that I died because I died stupidly. I just missed a dodge and fucking got hit and died. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then I just gave up. I was like, I'm just letting that 6,000 runes go. Just letting it go. Just let it go.
Yeah.
But I went back to farming my giant over and over again. Which now is like, it takes too long because like if I'd be sitting there forever killing him to get enough runes in order to, I need like 9,000 runes or something like that now to level up again.
Yeah.
Is that kind of how it goes? Because I noticed now where it says I need 3,144 more runes to.
Yeah, it's more and more and more every time you level up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I think I'm going to continue to grind at it. And, but Evan, there's YT vids out there that are like, hey, best way to find good weapons and ornaments and things like that, and to kind of get you going early on. I haven't messed with any of that stuff. That's the thing
with this game. You need to research things, or you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you anything.
It's almost like you have to do. It's like you have to do work to play the game. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel about it. It's like if you don't put the time in to look shit up and try and figure out how to get your character to the level you want them to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's so much involved in this game. Is
it fun?
It's crazy.
Is it fun though?
It is.
Yeah,
it is. When you finally kill something, you're like, yeah, what? I got that motherfucker. And then you go to a site of grace and he respawns, and you're like, fuck, he's back again.
Yeah, it just seems like such a grind, and
it is. It's a really big grind.
Yeah,
for sure. You have to be in for that kind of a game. It's like I'm so back and forth on it. I'm like so back and forth. 1 minute I'm hating it, the next minute I'm loving it. You know what I mean? It's one of those kind of games. But yeah, if you're looking for something to put a lot of time in, that's a game. That's a game.
Yeah, that's definitely one for me. That's for sure. It's man, I don't know how much. I have no idea how much time I'm going to put into this, but yeah. And then there's just so many different areas too where,
Gunny, we haven't even scratched the surface yet.
I know. Yeah, we're just so early on in
the two of us
beginning area.
We haven't even scratched the surface yet. We've just started.
Yeah,
I've gone so far north in that map, and I'm like, I had to turn around. I had to come back because I was like, I can't touch anything out here. Like everything out here will kill me in one shot. I just made it out there because I ran on my horse. I just kept running. I'm like, see you later. I'll get away from you.
I think I was saying that in our chat. I'm like, yeah, I can do a speed run in 28 minutes. Me crying on my horse and screaming the whole way as I run away from whatever enemies are out there. But one other thing, Evan, I just want to let you and the listeners know is that, some of the swords or weapons that you do pick up or whatever, I know that you can say, oh, I'm a low level, but this weapon's a higher level. And hey, but you might need to upgrade that weapon first. So there's that, right? There's another thing to this game. There's just one more fucking thing that just makes it like, oh shit, I need to upgrade it first, and continue to upgrade that weapon along with yourself. And
everything is spread out in all different places. So it's like, you got to go here for the guy for the armor guy. You got to go here for the guy that upgrades your weapons. You got to go here for the magic girl. You got to go here for it's crazy how much shit is in there.
But there is fast travel.
It's
you
fun
can
to
travel.
explore. Yes, and you can fast travel once you've found the sites of grace. You can fast travel at any time other than when you're inside a cave or in a boss fight. Or in battle, I think. If there's enemies nearby, I don't think you can fast travel.
Yeah, I think the other thing, too, is once I was in a castle.
Kind of run away.
Yeah, I was in a castle yesterday, in a castle area, and I couldn't even pull up the map. And I was like, wait, I'm not inside a building. But nope, you're near a castle, so you cannot look at the map.
That's a section that probably isn't, like, on the map.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
It doesn't let you pull it up.
It's weird, right? It's not like I was looking for a specific point of where I was in Google Earth or anything, but it was like, nope, can't let you do that. I was like, damn it. So I just had to find my way out of there. It's like, okay, I came from the east. I'm going to continue west. But, yeah, good stuff, man. Enough Elden Ring talk here, guys. I think I'm done with all the games I've
That all you played?
A little more Beatstar on my iPhone. A little more.
You still playing that?
Yeah, it's still good. I haven't bought anything. I haven't bought any music or anything.
I played it for a little bit. It's okay. Supercell, man.
Yeah,
they make good games.
Yeah, good music. You know, when you're in the mood for music and little rhythm, play that.
Most of the time I play games with volume down, so it's not really a game that I would play, really. That's what happened with it. I ended up taking it off because I was like, I don't ever play this.
Yeah.
It was fun, though. It was fun for the little bit that I did play it. If you're in the mood for a rhythm game with your fingers, then yeah, it's probably one of the best ones out there.
Play with thumbs, play with index fingers. Yeah. But anything else you've been playing around besides Elden Ring?
Oh, I've been playing something else.
Tell us.
I've been playing everybody's favorite game, the best game ever. It's time for Ryan's Wobbly Life Adventures.
Dun da da da.
Dun, da, da, da. So this week, I'm playing with my daughter again. Guys, if you don't remember, I play this game with my daughter. She loves it. She laughs her face off watching me struggle with this game. But I found out, I kept finding these buttons all around the world. I'm like, what the hell do these buttons do? So I'm wandering around trying to find all the buttons. I finally figured out where they all were. So I grabbed my helicopter and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to each of these spots and push all these buttons. There's 7 buttons around the entire map. So I'm like, all right, push all the buttons, flying around, pushing buttons. They're all hidden in weird places,
Nuclear
underneath
launch
bridges
in 30 seconds.
And there's even one you can't swim, but there's one underwater off the side of a dock, so you have to jump off the dock, sink to the bottom, push the button, and then you die, you drown and float to the top. But it's so hard. One of the hardest things in Wobbly Life is pushing a fucking button. It's so fucking hard. You struggle to do everything. You know what I mean? You use the triggers to move your arms to punch at stuff. So you're trying to push a button, but you just miss it, and if you're under time restraints, it's really weird. Anyway, so I get around, I go all the way around, I get all the buttons, all 7 buttons. So now I gotta get my boat. I hop on a jet ski, and I jet ski across to this island that wasn't there before. Kind of like the island that had the sword on it. It just pops out of the ground once you've pushed all these buttons. So the island's up, and I'm like, all right, cool. I get on this island. There's another button on the island. I'm like, all right. So I'm looking at Olivia. I'm like, should we push the button? She's like, yeah. We got to push the button. We got to push the button, Daddy. We got to push the button. I'm like, okay. I'm going to push the button. So I push the button, and this fucking ginormous crab comes out of the ocean with his crabby hands and starts going click, 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 and fireworks start going off everywhere. There's big explosions and stuff, and I'm like, and she's loving it. She's sitting there going, it's a crab. And he's just chilling. Now he just chills in the ocean. He's just sitting there, clock, 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 clock. And I got a crab hat. Boom. Wobbly Life.
So was that an Easter egg? Or
Fuck yeah.
Was there anything that said like, "Hey, push all these buttons"?
No. There's random stuff like around the world that's just like written on walls and stuff like that. And if they're like there's secret codes in this game where like if you go in, they built their own studio in the middle of the city of the game, so you can go into Rubber Band Games, and if you go in there, there's like whiteboards and stuff, and they change what's on the whiteboard when they do updates. So they'll give you hints to like new stuff that's been put into the game, and it's just up to you to kind of figure it out. It's really like it's a kid's game, but it's really kind of deep. Like there's a lot in there to like have fun with. And it's just physics based, right? Like you can put yourself in a cannon and fire yourself across the island. You can ride on zip lines off the top of mountains and stuff like that. You can fly airplanes and helicopters and drive cars and get rockets, set off fireworks and make hamburgers and do all kinds of stuff. So the other thing that happened, it happened a while ago, but I haven't told this story yet. So there's this one mission in the power plant. And if you go to the power plant and you go in, you'll find a guy in there and you hit it. And then all of a sudden, all these barrels of toxic waste start coming down these conveyor belts. You run up and you pick up the toxic barrels and you put them in the truck. If the toxic barrels hit the ground, they'll explode. So you got to do it quick. So you want to grab 5 toxic barrels, and then you get into the truck and you drive out. And there's this big, huge, like a mining section where it's been dug out so that they could put a mine in. You know what I'm talking about? Like, what is that called?
Cave,
the word is escaping me. The quarry, yes. Okay, so I drive down into the quarry. Down there is this little green monster, or this big green fucking monster. He's down there in behind a cave with bars in front of it so he can't get out, and then there's a little conveyor belt going right to his mouth. So you got to take these barrels and you got to feed them to this guy. His name's Louis, and you feed them to him and he eats them up, and then you get money and you go and cash it in. You have to do that 50 times to unlock my daughter's very favorite pet, a little baby Louis, and he is he's basically a little tiny small version of Louis, who is just a green blob octopus looking thing. That's pretty much what he looks like. He's supposed to be like toxic waste, a toxic waste blob. So when you do that 50 times, you unlock the pet, so you can have little baby Louis that it just follows you around the world everywhere. So I finally did that. I got 50 toxic barrels down his throat. And then I found out that there was a little secret inside the power plant. You know, the power plant tubes, the big tubes, stacks that go up. So you take a helicopter and you fly down into the tube. And I get all the way down into the bottom, and it's all this green smoke coming out and you can't see. And it's like really hard. You got to stay straight and go down or you'll crash the helicopter. You finally get all the way down to the bottom, and there's Louis. He's chilling down there. That's where he lives, underneath the power plant. And I was like, oh.
Toxic Louis.
So what? I'm like, that's fucking cool. I'm like, hang on a second. What happens if I start the mission? Because Louis down in the quarry when I start the mission. And I said, I wonder what happens if I start the mission, go instead of going down to the quarry, get into the helicopter and fly into this tube. I wonder if there's something behind Louis in this in the cave that I found. And I'm like, all right. So I do that. I go down there. Sure enough, there it is. It unlocks the toxic waste barrel, and then when I jump into there's like a big pool of toxic waste there, and if you jump into that, it warps you back into the factory. Somehow. I don't know why. It just did. And then you unlock the toxic waste suit, I think. So, yeah.
Damn,
that's what I did in Wobbly Life this week.
Wow. Game's deeper than I thought.
It is, man. There's a lot of really crazy stuff. Like, you remember the first story I told about the telescopes And it was the same sort of thing. You had to go all around the world and find all the telescopes, and then find the UFO in the telescope, and then you had to listen to the numbers. And the color of the telescope coordinated with the number when you put in a code back at the planetarium. And then you unlocked some other stuff. Yeah. No, gravity boots. That's what I unlocked that time. But there's a lot to do in this game. And that's not even the mini games. That's just stuff you do exploring. You know what I mean? Like, it's not telling you to do any of this stuff. You might not even find it. You might not even know it's there. You just all of a sudden run into it. Oh, actually, I have another story about Wobbly
More
Life.
Wobbly Life. Yay.
No, wait. Did I tell the waterfall one last week?
I don't
Don't
think
remember.
No? Okay. There's a waterfall, and you can get behind it. And there's like a little secret area in behind there, and you can get some stuff out of that. I can't remember what it was, though. That's not a very good story. We'll have to wait till next week for more Ryan's Wobbly Life adventures.
Stay tuned, folks.
Evan.
Last week.
Evan, did you play anything?
Did you play any Wobbly Life, right, Evan?
No Wobbly
Are
Life.
you going to play any Wobbly Life?
After hearing this, are you picking this game up?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not going to.
No.
He's like, I'm interested.
But I've only got 2 games I've been playing. I'll start off with Dying Light. That's what I've been playing.
First one or the second one?
No. Second one. Dying Light 2. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
So
How you liking that?
I really liked it. I had a lot of fun with it. So my brother and I, we both liked playing the original one and the DLC they had for it, the following.
The following.
That was good too. So we were both super hyped for Dying Light 2 to finally come out because it took like 2 years or whatever it was. Like,
No, it was longer than that.
Well, since they announced it, right?
yeah. So,
Oh, I thought you meant
Yeah.
since the first game. Yeah.
That came out on 2 gens ago. Yeah, first one.
yeah. So we were waiting for a while. When's it finally going to come out? So it's weird though, is I tried to, because he plays on, I was going to get it for PC and he's got his PlayStation. So I tried to, for Christmas, I wanted to gift him the game on PlayStation, but I ended up pre-ordering it for myself on PlayStation, and I was like, damn it. I wanted to play it on my PC, but I was like, you know what? Like, I'll play it on PlayStation. Like, so I ended up getting it on PlayStation, and it was good. I beat it like a few weeks ago now, and me and my brother were playing it like we were going back and forth, like, we were pretty much keeping the same pace with each other, like doing all the missions and stuff. And
You weren't playing co-op?
no, he was playing co-op with his girlfriend, but I was playing catch up with where he was at in the story, like, because he would play at night and then I would play when I got home from work, and I would like catch up to where he was at, and then they would play that night, and then but I think he did the whole thing co-op, and
Yeah.
so it was pretty good. I liked the different like choices that you have to make. Although my one thing about it is like some of the choices that you have to make, it gives you like a little timer, like you have to decide right there.
Yeah.
But you can pause the game. So I'm like, it would be, I guess, cooler if you weren't able to pause during that little 20-second countdown that it gives you. Because I was like, oh man, like, I gotta make a decision right now. But then like I just tried pausing it and I was able to. I was like, damn it. Now you don't, if you wanted to, you could pause it and like look up which option leads to what or whatever. But, I think the biggest thing for me was, I think I felt like there was a lot more crafting that you could do in the first Dying Light. So I was kind of bummed out with the crafting. It seemed very like minimal this time around.
Yeah, I
So,
remember the first one doing a lot of crafting.
yeah, and I was kind of I think I messed up because like I had the pre-order, and with the pre-order it gives you like 4 weapons that that scale with whatever level you are. And once because you're supposed to be able to redeem them like from your stash or whatever, and you'll get them like once they break. So you'll be able to redeem new ones every like hour and a half or something. But I think I accidentally sold like 2 of mine when I was like trying to clear out some of my space in the inventory. Like I ended up selling them, and for a lot of the game it wouldn't let me redeem it again.
Oh, no.
I don't know if it was a bug or whatever, but I mean, which was no big deal because you have a bunch of weapons that you can get, and but I was kind of bummed out. I was like, man, it'd be cool to at least have those weapons that scale up with your level.
Yeah.
And even there's like a charm socket on some of those weapons, to where you can put a charm on there, and the charm doesn't do anything. It's just like a cosmetic thing. But once the weapon, you can't take it off. Not that I know of. I wasn't able to take it off, so that charm was just gone. I was like, damn, that sucks.
That does suck. You would think it would come off even if you sell that item or break it down or whatever it is.
Yeah, because once you put a mod or an upgrade on your weapon, like you're not able to remove it or put a different one on. So it's kind of like a one and done. So you can't get very emotionally attached to your weapon there. But I thought the story was really good. It seemed short because I had like, I think they said it was supposed to be like 40 hours of gameplay, and I did play, like that was the only game I was playing for a few weeks. So I guess it was like 40 hours, but once I got to the end, I was like, oh man, like, is that it? They did say they were going to put some DLC out, but I felt like it was kind of short. So I was a little bummed out with that. Like, and I think the, like once you finish the game, I think I saw a couple news articles like saying that the community wants like a new game plus option, because they want to do like because you can either side with the peacekeepers, which is like the vigilante like police figures that you'll see in the city. Like they're like the unofficial police, and like you can choose to help them out, or you can help out the survivors, like just like the random people that have their like settlements and stuff. And you can kind of, the more you help out one side, you get different perks from helping them out. So if you help out the survivors, you get more like parkour stuff. Like you get like it unlocks zip lines, like little airbags that you can launch off of, or jump pads, I guess. And some like parkour stuff. And then if you if you start helping out the peacekeepers, you get more like weapons and traps. So you have those like car alarms that you had from like Dying Light, the first one. You can set off like car alarms that'll start like,
Get the horde going, right? And then you can just
yeah.
drop a grenade on them, Molotov or something.
It'll attract all the attention of like the zombies nearby, and then the car will like explode. So it's stuff like that. And then there's like some weapons that you can get or whatever. But I sided with the survivors just because I wanted all those extra parkour stuff and parkour perks. So I liked it. It was fun. It was a lot of fun to play. I thought the story was good, and the only thing that kind of like I was a little bummed out about was the crafting. I thought there would be more crafting, and I thought, I guess, I don't know. They make nighttime seem more scary than it is because with all these like nighttime missions and stuff, like it is kind of a drag to like if you're doing a mission or a story mission and you have to like wait till nighttime. Not that like it costs anything, but just going into nighttime, it's like, like
Now,
you have to find this.
does that
safe house.
consist of going back to a resting checkpoint or whatever, and then saying, okay, wait until
Yeah.
nighttime or whatever, like find a bed, basically? Is that what that is? Because I haven't gotten
Pretty-
that far yet.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's I think there's some story missions that it gives you an option to like I forget what the key is, like hold up on the D-pad or something, like you can fast travel or it'll go to
Advanced
nighttime.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can do that story mission, but a lot of the a lot of the they're not really quests, but a lot of the things you can do, like there's like these GRE anomaly like monsters that only appear at nighttime, and you have to go there at nighttime, beat them, and then it unlocks like the little door to where you can get your like inhibitors and like your military tech and stuff like that. So you got to do some of that stuff at nighttime, and then like some of those hospital like quarantine zones, you have to go there during the night. And like the whole reasoning behind it is because like during the daytime there's not as many zombies out on the street, and then at nighttime they all come out, so that's when you go into the buildings. So it's kind of that was kind of different. But yeah, that was I like Dying Light too. It was fun, and I'm excited for more DLC. And then I'm even I hope they do a new game plus, because I would replay it and choose like different options, because there's a few pivotal points in the story where you may or may not block off some future like quests or whatever. So, but
Yeah.
I liked it. It was good.
Nice.
I had fun with it.
Instead of doing a whole story over again, choosing, makes sense.
Yeah. So, or I don't want to start from like level 1 again. Like I'd want to just do it for the story. So it was cool. I liked it. And I went. Once I finished it, I put it down for like a week or two, and then so I picked it up again recently, and I was going back and finishing off some of the side quests that I was under leveled for at the time, and some of the parkour challenges were like super hard if you're not leveled up. So I was going and doing some of those, like just little bits and pieces, but hopefully they start rolling out some more of that DLC, because it was good. I don't want to wait too long for DLC to where I forget all the controls and stuff.
Yeah. Now they said 40 hours for the campaign, and didn't they say 500 hours to do everything? Or I forgot what the amount was. But, I mean, is that... I could be wrong on that number, but that was just like to 100% everything. It wasn't 500? I forgot what they said it was. Yeah, so... But that's probably, just doing, like you said, every little side quest, finding every little thing.
500 hours seems like a lot, because after... I was doing.
That's what they said. They said 40 hours to complete the campaign, 500 hours to do everything possible in the game.
I don't know about 500 hours, because
Yeah, I know.
that seems
A lot of
like-
people
It was
spent
a-
a
it
lot
was
of
a-
time in the first game, though.
It was a selling point, I think, is what it was with that that magic number. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I did a lot of the side quests. Like I tried to, I didn't just bull rush the storyline. I did pretty good with it, and I was doing a lot of side quests, and I can't see it being like 500 hours though, because that's a lot. But I feel like I did a fair amount of the game. Like I didn't really skip out on anything, and yeah, 500 hours seems like a lot, unless they're including like the DLC that they're gonna put out. But
Yeah, it could have been part of this roadmap that they haven't talked about yet as far as DLC. Who knows? So,
but yeah,
good deal.
Yeah, I'd recommend it, especially if you played the first one. Like, I would definitely recommend playing the second one. But yeah, the other game I've been playing is Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Is that the newest one?
Yeah, that's the open world one, and it's really good. I have a lot of fun with it. I've been kind of taking it slow because it's like I don't sit down and play on the Switch for that long. Like I usually just like I'll take it to work, and I'll play for like 20 or 30 minutes in my car before I start work. But that's
when I play Frag.
yeah. So I'll play that like every day pretty much. I'm just playing for like 20 minutes or something, and sometimes I'll play like when I get home if I feel like it or whatever. But it's really fun. Like it's a complete rework of like a Pokemon game. It's not, it's an RPG, and it feels a lot like Breath of the Wild, like a lot of similarities, I guess. I mean, you can so it's open world, and it's kind of like, I guess there's no real like, I felt like there was no real direction on like what to do at first. Like you have your story mission, but as far as like the other stuff, because you pick up side quests along the way, like just people need some random bullshit, but you're pretty much following the main storyline, and it's I mean it's really fun. Like if you're a Pokemon fan. And they even announced like the next Pokemon game already. It's like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet or something, and it looks like a mix of this game, Pokemon Arceus, and a previous game, Pokemon Sword and Shield. It looks like it's got like a blend of both of those two games. So that looks pretty cool too. But
Nice.
Yeah, I'm almost done with Pokemon. I'm on the last mission, but it kind of gives you like a it does that hey, make sure you prepare, and then go to this spot. So I was like, all right, this is gonna be like the last mission, and so I'm just doing a little bit of the side quest that I've been putting off for a while, and I guess just milking it a little bit. Even though I'll be able to go back to the side quest after I finish it, but I'm just trying to level up a little bit more. But the thing that's interesting about this game is like I feel like the Pokemon are just like weaker. Or something feels a little off, because I mean you can either one shot a Pokemon or get one shotted like really easy. There's a lot
Is it not like other Pokemon games where let the battle begin, right? Where it's that sequence, and that battle lasts 10 minutes. Is it not like that sort of thing?
It is like once you're
Turn-based style, once you're in it.
Yeah, it is. Like there's a new element that they put into the battling, and it's like the sequence of like which like the order in which Pokemon attack. So it'll say that in the like the top right corner of the screen. It'll say like, usually it's like your Pokemon the enemy Pokemon, your Pokemon. But then you can use this is new in the games. You can either do like a strong style attack to where it does more damage, but the opposing Pokemon will get to go twice after you. Or you can do like an agile style to where you can attack twice, but it's like less powerful. You do less damage. So you can kind of play around with, that. And then the game is really focused on like completing the Pokédex. And in all the previous games, completing the Pokédex just means that you catch them all. But in this Pokédex, it's like the first Pokédex. So you have to like catch like multiple of that Pokemon. So there's like, you need to get like 10 points or whatever. There's like a bunch of different tasks for each Pokemon. Like, you have to defeat this Pokemon, catch this Pokemon, defeat it with a certain type of move, evolve it, and, there's a bunch of different tasks. And you have to get like 10 points or whatever. So if you catch one, you get a point, and then if you catch two, you get another point, and then it's like, if you catch four, then you get another point. So it scales up to like, 20. If you catch 20 of them, you might have earned like, 5 or 6 points by that point. Or if you just beat them. So that's different. Like, you're catching the same Pokemon more than once, unlike previous games where you usually just catch it once. So you have a lot of multiples of the same. And so that's kind of interesting.
Little grind there. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the game,
little
right?
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. So there's that. And but yeah, I feel like the like you can get I was going against some like chump Pokemon, and they took out my Pokemon in like one shot, just because I feel like it's more common to see like a one-hit KO. It goes both ways. Like, I can one-shot Pokemon easier, but I'm also getting one-shotted a lot easier. So it's
different
kinda,
style. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, like, if that was supposed to be intentional or whatever, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a good game, and I don't really have any complaints about it. Trying to think. Yeah, there's nothing really that. Yeah, I don't really have anything that upset me or anything, so I think it's pretty good. I had a lot of fun.
Just a little salty over getting one-shotted, going, I'm not going to choose that option again.
Yeah. And I know they made a few of the Pokemon look pretty trying to be politically correct, but pretty lame.
How was the yeah, I mean, I think the complaint was just graphics wise, right? Versus the other games where, they rushed this one, or something, but
yeah,
I think it was just, you figure that thing's got to fit. I got to be a little Nintendo sympathizer here, but it does have to fit on a fucking Switch, guys. It's not a PlayStation 5, okay? It's not an Xbox Series X.
Yeah. I think the I will say the coolest thing about Pokemon Arceus is that you don't have to go into battle to catch Pokemon now. So you'll see them roaming around, and then you can kind of like creep up like behind them, or you like hide in some grass, like so that you're not as visible, and then you can throw your Pokeballs without being in battle with them. So if you hit them especially if you hit them from behind and you catch them off guard, like you have like a greater chance of catching them. But so you can go and catch Pokemon like really quick without going through the whole like battle sequence of like sending out your Pokemon and like trying to like get their health down low or like put them to sleep or something and then throwing a Pokeball. Like you can just creep up behind one, throw the Pokeball, and then start, just keep moving after that. And if you catch them, you catch them. If not, you don't have to battle them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that sometimes. Like, I'll just be walking along and I'll see a Pokemon. I'll be like, I'll just throw a Pokeball and keep on moving along. And then if I get the, notification that I caught it, I'm like, all right, cool. And then if not, I won't go back and, try and fight it or anything. Like, it's just not worth my time, I guess. But
Nice.
so, yeah, that's all I got on Pokemon and Dying Light.
Awesomeness. Any more Call of Duty, Evan? Any Vanguard or anything? Been playing?
I played.
Thought I saw you playing that on Steam, but could be wrong.
I have played Vanguard because my friends have been playing mainly Warzone, but they got Vanguard to get the new stuff for Warzone. But I will play sometimes with my friends or whatever, but it's nothing special. Like, it doesn't draw me in at all. Like, it's like I can not play it and I'll be totally fine. Like, if my buddies ask me to get on, I'll get on and play, but I mean, I won't play it by myself. That's for sure. Like, it's just nothing. It's nothing close to what Modern Warfare was.
I was gonna say, yeah, that seems to be the last of the hype on Call of Duty was Warzone. So
yeah, because I put a lot of time into Modern Warfare.
yeah, you did. You were always on that. That even got me to buy it, and then I was like, I am not a first-person shooter, but I still played it.
So I kind of got burnt out because I didn't buy Cold War, and then Vanguard came out, and I was like, all right, I'll just get it to play with my friends or whatever. And then it was like, I wasn't impressed with it. So.
Yeah, even the single-player story looked pretty boring.
I didn't even get
dogs were one chump killing, and in that story, I was like, oh yeah, not a story I want to play.
Yeah, but they're working on Modern Warfare 2, so that might get me back into it. We'll see.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, before moving on to the news, I do have one other game, Ryan, that I do want to mention because I played it up until the minute before recording.
I got to guess. Satisfactory.
Yeah, hell yeah! You were in the chat at the time, and I actually completed one of my major tasks in that game, and that was just getting everything in the hub completed. So that was finishing up all the tiers, collecting and crafting, machining, whatever you want to call it, refining. Everything. And you figure my shit looks like a small city now after 568 hours? Was that the number? It's crazy.
You got to play one more so that you have 569.
Dude, I'm going to play probably, I still have the space elevator to do, but yeah, there's that. I'm like, I don't know. What does that get me? What do I get? Another spacesuit? Do I get another?
That's a lot of hours.
Yeah. It's adult Minecraft. I play it. You figure sometimes I'll just run the game, right? I'll run it so that everything's kind of automating and refining and spewing shit out and putting it in containers. And then I'm just playing something else. Like I've been playing Elden Ring, and a couple other games. And while that game's just kind of running, and I'll go back and I'll feed the machines a little bit to make sure they're running properly and, I've got enough materials in them. And then boom, I'm back, playing Elden Ring for another hour. So yeah, but I was like, damn it, I got to get these 100 machine parts, heat sinks into the thing to complete it. And yeah, I finally finished it. It was good. I felt good about that. So, but I'm not done with that game, folks. No, I'm still going to play Satisfactory because I love it. But yeah, definitely spend more time with Elden Ring. It's like a slow thing for me to kind of get into. So, with all that said, what time is it, Ryan? What time is it now? What time you got?
I think that it's news time.
Alrighty. What do we got here for our first news article? We don't have Mayo here with the news set up here, so I'm just grabbing things. Let's hope that I'm checking the times and the dates. It's not something from like 2 months ago. But our first article comes in here. It says, all of Elden Ring's demigods have names from George R.R. Martin's initials. Let's see here. It says, I noticed it. We're all huge nerds here, guys. We're not geeks, we're nerds. But Martin is the biggest dork of them all. So when I first realized it, I said out loud, George, you are such a huge dork. All of Elden Ring's main gods and demigods have the names that start with one of George R. R. Martin's initials. How's this for the big four? Godfrey Rinala, Radagon Makira, I can barely say these names. Looks like initials here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't notice these things. I'm not a big George R. Martin fan, but obviously Elden Rings as a world builder, he built the core of the lands between and its overarching mythos. Yeah, so I don't know. Are you guys impressed?
Not at all.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to the next one here. We've got a good one here for you. Chinese customs arrested a man dubbing the walking CPU. He smuggled 160 CPUs taped to his body. Where did he keep them out in his body, I want to know.
Oof.
Chinese customs agents stopped a man last week who was attempting to smuggle 160 CPUs, 16 cell phones, strapped to his body via duct tape. Chinese customs agents are apparently on a bit of a PC part hot streak, as this news comes after agents intercepted 6,000 GPUs. I think I saw like a screenshot of that in the back of a truck or something. After being smuggled into the country, the load was valued well over $3 million.
I wonder who has to take the duct tape off.
I know. Yeah, he's like, I shave first, you can just rip it right off. I didn't tape anybody to my balls. Manscaped.
He used code HGP20 at manscaped.com.
If you want to smuggle and get caught and not have your hair ripped off by duct tape, head over to Manscaped.
This will help you out.
Use that promo code.
Oh, man. And these CPUs were mostly Intel 11th and 12th gen core chips. Authorities claim his walking posture looked abnormal after entering a no declaration channel at the Gongbi port, which gave him away. Yeah, you think?
You would think if you're going to smuggle something, you would try and make it look a little less obvious that you're smuggling, but who knows? I don't know.
I know. That's funny. Yeah, walking in like that. Everything's fine. I'm good. Thank you. Oh, man. Next news item we got here is the best Steam Deck accessories to buy to complete your setup. Are you getting one, Evan? You getting a Steam Deck?
No. As much as I would want, what's his face to show up and deliver.
Gabe Newell just showing up at your door.
Yeah.
Got a Steam Deck for you, Evan, and some accessories for you.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, I mean, I have no use for it. I really enjoy sitting right here in this chair, console gaming and PC gaming.
Yeah.
You know, you figure as a truck driver, I'm driving. I don't have any, I don't really do any overnight trips or anything. It's just long days, jumping in and out of the truck all day.
Yeah, but think about those times where you're out really late on a Friday and you can't make it home and you got to go to a hotel room.
Yeah.
If you had your Steam Deck on you.
That's where I play BeatStar, man.
That's kind of like with the Switch. The Switch.
You can only play BeatStar for so long though, Gunny.
I can beat it. I can beat it in a hotel. Man, that came out wrong, by the way.
You can beat it in a hotel room, Gunny.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it.
Anyway, guys, what do we have here? From USB-C hubs to micro STD cards. Here are the best accessories to get the
STD
best
cards.
STD cards.
Gunny.
Get yours right here, folks.
It's your sexually transmitted disease cards.
And put down over in our Discord group, guys, if you do guys have one of these devices.
I think
Says-
Jesus has an STD card somewhere.
He's getting one right now. That's where he's at. Valve's Steam Deck is now shipping, bringing some console-level gaming performance to the palms of your hands. It's malleable and most powerful mobile PC. Lets you enjoy the entire Steam library. Well, I wouldn't say entire, because there are a few games like Destiny 2, which none of those
It's
articles...
not.
No,
There's
it's
only certain games work with it.
yeah.
Yeah, what are these Steam Decks? What are they running right now?
Steam-
600 for the high end, $399 for the low end, I think.
Oh my.
You don't want the low end one.
Ugh.
It's only got 64 gig.
Yeah, 64 gig. In our testing, we used an older
It's
SanDisk
not SSD.
micro SSD, which means faster cards might not yield far better results. There is another one here. There is a 1 terabyte SanDisk for 175 you can get. So it says 175 right at Amazon, but you know how those things go. You head on over there and it's like out of stock.
It
Well,
just
probably the lower
looks-
cards, but
It looks like a Switch.
yeah, it does, doesn't
It's
it?
bigger. It's way bigger than a Switch.
Yeah, a 256 gigabyte micro SD.
Screen's
for
about the same size, but
$28.
the handles on the side are bigger and bulkier.
It's got those buttons on the back too.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to see you can just use the Nintendo Pro controller, PS5 controller, Xbox wireless controller. So, yeah,
Wait,
pretty much.
Why would
everything's-
you? It has a controller on it.
I know,
would
it
you
seems
use-
weird. I guess. I
There's
mean, what are you
nothing
going
to
to do?
stand it up, so you can't really use a controller. You might as well use the controls on it.
I mean, does
You gotta
this
hold
thing?
it in your hand anyways. What's the point in using a different controller?
Imagine putting it on the dock and then plugging in a mouse and keyboard to it.
Well, yeah, you
Right.
could use like a USB-C dock or something like that, I guess. But
Yeah, so I take it it's a hybrid console. I really just don't know much about this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
people are liking it. The
Yeah.
people that have gotten theirs have seemed to like them. So
Yeah, there's a really cool wireless USB adapter you can get. Gaming headsets from the SteelSeries Arctic 3. So yeah, it looks like it pairs well with a lot of stuff that I'm seeing on this list. Mechanical keyboards, probably just any keyboard's going to work. It actually has my keyboard in here. Isn't it the Razer Huntsman? Is that the one I have? No, maybe. Yeah, all kinds of mouse, all kinds of shit in here you can use. So, yeah, if anybody's got one, let us know. Wonder how well they work. But all right, moving on to the next one. We've got Reggie Fils-Aimé, former Nintendo president, reveals why he left GameStop. I know he was very vocal on Friday or Saturday. May or may not be in this article, but he was talking about, trying to think of what company it was now, that they weren't innovating. The hell was it?
GameStop.
No, it wasn't GameStop, because that was the first thing that came to my mind when I thought, wait a minute, didn't you work for GameStop? Were they innovating? But I mean, I guess his time there was short-lived. So let's just go through it here. Former
What are you talking
Nintendo.
about? He's explaining the reason why he left GameStop.
Yeah, but he was talking about a different company. I think he was just being vocal about, oh my gosh, I can't think of what it was, but it will come to me. But he has shared new light on his surprise exit from GameStop board of directors, saying in an interview that it came down to being locked out of conversations about how to turn the ship around. Ooh, we're getting the dirt here, guys. Before explaining why he left, Fils-Aimé discussed why he joined in the first place. After leaving Nintendo, Fils-Aimé joined GameStop's board of directors way back in April of 2020 at the onset of the pandemic. Yeah, not a good time. And with some thinking, GameStop would go bankrupt before the launch of the PlayStation 5 and Series X. So why would Fils-Aimé join a company with less than Rossi outlook for the future. He said right here, at the time, he believed GameStop had the potential to be successful if its management took the right steps and had an action plan. I believe that company could be successful. I believe that with taking the right action, that certainly the company would exist in time for a launch of new systems. And a company that services the core gaming audience the way they would be able to have a successful future, he said. Philomet said GameStop needed to pivot in numbers of ways, including ramping up its e-commerce portfolio and services, generally finding ways to better satisfy its customer base. The PS5 Series X released in November 2021, and GameStop remained solvent. As Philomet said, the retailer was able to maximize its riches from those systems, and the more profit-driven games sold for them. At the time, billionaire business entrepreneur Ryan Cohen, the founder of online pet food company Chewy, had assumed control of GameStop. Philomet said Cohen pushed for more aggressive change at GameStop. What's more, Philomet said GameStop's board of directors had already gone through a number of bruising fights with shareholders, and management didn't want to go through that again. I'll just stop this article right here, but yeah, I mean, I think he's just being polite. And
the only time I've been into GameStop in the past like years to go get like the free Pokemon codes that they give out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I went in there a couple months ago, and I think just because I got a haircut or I was waiting for my son and just kind of walked around. I was the only one in there, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, wearing a mask. After we put him back on in June, or in California, I don't know about the rest of the country, but everybody put your mask back on. And yeah, I just went in there and was like, all right, well, there's not much here. A lot of it was kind of cleared out where, you know, it wasn't just full of even toys and used games and stuff. And I don't know, they just kind of, I would say they reorganized the store, not so much remodeled. But yeah, a lot of them you'll go in nowadays, right? It's just one person instead of two or three.
Yeah.
You know, but that's probably all due to the health crisis, we'll call it. And if you remember also, guys, and now I don't know how this stuff works, but wasn't it they were trying to boost up the stock during the pandemic?
Well, and there was like, yeah, the whole meme stocks.
Yeah.
Where everybody was like, what was it, a big hedge fund shorted GameStop super heavily, and then the people on Reddit were like, hey, let's all buy GameStop stock and boost up that price. That way the hedge fund goes bankrupt pretty much. Like they have to buy back the stock at a higher cost instead of making money off of like, you know, a company decreasing in stock value. So that's when it shot up a bunch. So that was like GameStop and AMC,
yeah,
Nokia, and there was some like other ones too. But yeah, that's why a bunch of people bought it. Like pretty much just to troll.
I figured that's what it was. That's what I understood. So
yeah. It's so sad going into GameStop. I mean, especially in my case, because I'm just going in there for like a free Pokemon code. So I go in there, it's like there's nobody in there. There's like, you know, one or two guys there at the counter, and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?"
My Pokemon code.
Yeah, I'm like, "Hey, you guys got any of those Pokemon codes left?" And they're like, "Yeah, they're right there on the counter." So I just take it and leave, and see ya.
Yeah, says here, Philomet, he was denied a spot on the strategy team for GameStop's path forward. He took that as a sign as it's time to go. Exit stage left, folks. But yeah, I don't know what keeps GameStop even open nowadays. I mean, if they're not selling these consoles and keeping the brand, you know, keeping the stores, I don't know. I have no idea. So boggles the mind.
You gotta remember, there's still a lot of parents buying their kids games, and they're gonna go to the store and do that over like buying a digital version like we do. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. When
I like talk to a lot of people that are not like gamers like us, they're just casual gamers or whatever, they still buy physical media. They still go to a store and purchase their media. They don't do it through, especially the kids. You know what I mean? 'Cause you don't want to give them a credit card or anything like that. You know, so they still go to the store and save up their allowance to buy their disc at the store, and that's why GameStop's gone a lot of down the road of toys and stuff, because their audience is kids coming in there, and the kids see the toys and then they want the toys and they buy the toys and then they buy a game. You know what I mean? And that's how they stay alive. They have enough of those people to keep themselves afloat, I guess.
You can get all the games and toys and stuff at like Target or Walmart, though, where you have, people are going to Target and Walmart.
I was thinking of that too, right? Where,
anyways,
like he mentioned, you got your Best Buy, you got your Target, but probably GameStop, like you said, is going to be that main focus for a lot of the people that I talk to at work. I would say, probably half of them are like, of course I ordered the next Call of Duty or Dying Light 2 physical edition from GameStop, Like, they didn't do it from Target or Best Buy, but so. Interesting. But I think that's all we got for the news. That's all the news I can find. Thanks to the Mayo. He didn't give me the news, folks.
Thanks, Mayo.
All right. Where's Jesus when we need him? Anyway.
Off getting those STD cards.
Damn it. Hopefully he's getting his Steam Deck.
Gunny, get in the corner.
All right, fine. What do we got for the corner over here? For the month of March, for your PlayStation Plus games, Evan, go get that Ark Survival Evolved game.
Yeah.
They're always pushing that on Game Pass. Play this. You own it, and it's on Game Pass. So you need to play it. But, I've already played it a couple of years ago. I'm like, I'm good. Thanks, though. Team Sonic Racing and Ghost Runner's PS5 version.
Have you played Ghost Runner?
No, I haven't played that.
I haven't either. But
is that? I want to say that's all. Is that a PS5 or a PlayStation exclusive, or is that on all platforms? I can't remember.
No, that's on Xbox.
Okay, that's the one with the guy with the ninja and the sword and platforming.
It's the first-person shooter, with the samurai sword. That's kind of like Mirror's Edge.
That's it. Yeah.
Parkour kind of.
You're
basically speed running your way through shit.
Hmm.
Think of like Mirror's Edge meets like, what's that red and white game?
Oh.
Super Hot?
Super Hot.
Yeah. Yep.
Like it doesn't have the slow motion stuff like Super Hot, but it's, you know what I mean? It's that puzzle of trying to figure out how to get through it as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Man, this game might seem hard, like Elden Ring. Who knows? Like falling off platforms, getting shot, dying.
It apparently was really hard.
Yeah.
Count me out.
I was watching gameplay going, oh, yeah, no. That looks rough. I mean, it looks too hard for me. Also, you get the standalone version of the multiplayer Ghost of Tsushima. Legend is also being added. I don't know if that's... okay, if that's for the PS5 people. Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer.
Cool. The Legends.
I mean, that's just the online. You just get access to it. I guess that's kind of...
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here for...
If you haven't played the game, it might give you a taste of it where you can decide whether you want to play it or not.
Yeah, just a taste. Man, oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Gunny. I got a rant after this.
All right, I'm just going to say Xbox, you get... I'm just going to go here for March 16th, starting on the 16th. You get Street Power Soccer, Games for Gold, and SpongeBob, Truth or Square.
What?
Yeah. SpongeBob. Maybe you can start talking about that, Ryan. SpongeBob.
I gotta download that. Olivia's gonna love it.
Yep, Truth or Square.
Did you claim that already, Gunny?
No, I haven't claimed it yet. So let's see. Are we able to claim those already? Maybe not yet. So
I don't know. Is it not yet?
Not
16th.
Yeah, the 16th. So Probably usually on the 5th, the day before you can claim them. But yeah, if you already have the Flame in the Flood and Sacred 2 Fallen Angel, those are still available until the 15th. So by the time you hear this, you can get Street Soccer and SpongeBob. So, yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Over here on... Okay, nothing really I put on there for Game Pass. I'm just going to say get
Game Pass, I put them on there. What are you talking about?
Oh, you did put those on there. Yeah, get that Kentucky Road Zero. Did you play it?
I haven't played it, no. But I've heard good things about it.
Me too. I think Jesus talked about it, but I never played it. Another game called Young Souls, and you can now play Guardians of the Galaxy. Kind of a surprise to see that on Game Pass.
Wow, the new one?
Yeah. The newer one, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know how I feel about if I want to go back to that game. I feel like I'd rather just play Dying Light 2. You know.
Yeah.
Really put Guardians on my back burner. I don't know. It just seems like it's going to be a longer game. I don't know. I can't decide between those two. So, all right. Over in the Epic Store, you've got one of my favorite games. I probably have 500 hours into, and it's not satisfactory. It's called City Skylines. And so I went there today because of the console corner. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I won't claim this game because I already own it on Steam and it's probably on Game Pass. And I went there. It's like, hey, you already own it. You already own it on the Epic Store. So it seems like I have this game everywhere, which doesn't surprise me. So, yeah. But yeah, that's all we have for the console corner. What were you going to say, Ryan? Or Evan?
No, sorry. Evan's got a rant.
Yeah. This is for the PlayStation 5. How did they not include a digital optical port on this piece of shit?
They didn't on the Xbox either.
Well, I don't like this new trend. I think it's bullshit. Because I like playing with my monitor, and I got the HDMI going to the monitor, but then my monitor, it's got I've never used it, but when I tried, it wants to route the sound through my monitor because that's the display, but then with my monitor, it's got a little 3.5 millimeter jack that I can plug in. So I tried putting an aux cord from my monitor to my soundbar, and then it was just static. So I was like, well, that's a bust. So I always have to use headphones or a headset with the PlayStation 5. I'm just like, man, this is some hobo stuff right here. The PlayStation 4 was fine because...
Is your soundbar not Bluetooth?
It is.
So you should be able to connect the soundbar to the PS5 directly, can't you?
That's another option.
I've never tried that.
I think that might work. That might solve your issue, but you may get a little bit of Bluetooth lag.
Ryan, you're ruining my rant.
Yeah, you're offering solutions. Stop.
I'm trying to help, bro.
I know. I'm trying to rant. They can't keep getting away with this.
Yeah. No, they did it on the Xbox too. There's no optical out. That was a big issue with headsets because some headsets used optical. Right, like the old Turtle Beaches and stuff, they used optical, right?
Yeah,
and the new Xbox didn't have it. Now everything's all USB, right? But if you have an older set, it's not.
I mean, I've got two different headsets that are USB, but still, it's what the hell?
No, I get it. You get used to a certain way of doing things, and
I just feel like...
And then they go and throw a fucking loop in it.
Yeah, why? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back to...
I'm upset.
Prior to the launch of these consoles, it seems like... I think
First world problems, Evan. First world problems.
I know, but who's looking out for the first world people? I'm just trying to make us be heard.
I agree because I feel
preach, brother, preach.
I feel like they have this meeting before announcing, what options are available or on these new consoles, right? I feel like the CEO of Sony and Nadalia from Microsoft and Phil Spencer is over there in Japan, and they're over at Foxconn, and they're just like, so if you want the digital out, or what the hell is it now? What is it called on the soundbar?
Digital optical?
The optical, right? And because I'm trying to think of what it was. They're like, yeah, like neither one is going to have it. Like I don't know how much more does it cost, to have that option on a console. It was
probably something to do with cutting price somehow. You know what I mean? Getting price down.
They're all in cahoots. I'm just adding to Evan's rant here. They're all in cahoots on it. It's just more, conspiracy here.
Yeah, conspiracy. That's what I'm talking about.
And it's like optical is kind of not really used as much anymore.
Whoa.
I have it on my PC. It's coming out of my...
I have it too. I have it on my PC. I have it on my...
TV?
I have it on my TV. But you could always also... Evan, does your monitor have an optical in?
A digital optical in?
Yeah, I guess, if that's what you're using.
I've got a good Asus. I don't think mine does.
I don't think so. I'd have to
Okay, because I was going to say you could always go... Oh, no, that one... Or no, does it have an optical out?
Yeah, that...
Your monitor?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I was going to say you can go optical out from your monitor into your soundbar, and then it would send the audio HDMI to your monitor, and then optical out of your monitor into your soundbar.
Write this down, Evan. Write it down. Yeah.
This goes into my rant. This
gotta be a way.
Put in the work.
Look, the crows at Gunny's house are trying to tell you that I'm right.
Winter is coming.
No, winter's not. No, winter's over.
That was George R. Martin inside. Anyway. Yeah, spring is here. See? Winter is here.
I don't think there's a... I don't think I got a...
Optical out?
I don't think I got a... well, I don't know.
I have no idea how to get the audio to come out of my...
And here's the next
monitor,
solution.
but it has it somewhere.
Go buy a new monitor that does have...
Yeah.
Stop giving me solutions.
Sell your monitor right now to me.
Evan's angry. Everyone's angry.
I'm upset. I got... Yeah, let's see. What's a line out jack? What's that? How is that different?
No, that's different.
What's line out?
The 355 or whatever. Just audio.
What about the headphone out jack? Seems like the same
headphone jack is for headphones. 3.5 millimeter. What do you need? No, what you need is an optical out.
No, I don't see that listed on my specs.
Hey, then you don't have it.
It's probably an expensive monitor that you can purchase on Newegg or Amazon.
I like my monitor.
I know.
I don't like change. That's what I'm saying. They change.
It's from your PS5, right?
What? Yeah.
Yeah, try the Bluetooth. See if that works. That might work. If it matters that much to you.
Well, I mean, like you said, it's first world problems. I just wish it was there.
Yeah,
we want easy mode.
And then my brother, he did like this whole workaround, like from, I think he had to buy like a splitter or something from like, so he's got his, I think he plugs in this USB into his PlayStation, and then that has a digital optical out. And from there, I think he puts it to his TV, which is routed with his soundbar or something. I don't know. It's all confusing. I'm like, I'm not doing that, but
sounds like extra money and extra headache.
Yeah, and I'm trying to avoid all these headaches here.
Yeah, but speaking of headphones and whatever and sound, I've just been, these Turtle Beaches or razors that I got probably for Christmas. Man, I was talking with you, Ryan, or Bill the other day. It was just like, man, I forgot what quality headphones are like. It's like, because everything's all kind of muffled. It doesn't have that, the option of where you hear your own voice. And it's like, crap, why did I get the shitty headphones? But Should have got the more expensive ones. And those things suck up the power on the Xbox controller real quick. But yeah, and it's almost time to get some rechargeable batteries. I think I've had them for a couple years. They've kind of outlived themselves. So,
what do you get for you get the inner loops for your rechargeables? The lot of interlooping batteries?
No. I guess I always used to use Duracell or the Energizer. Those are the ones I get.
I get these from IKEA.
Oh yeah, aren't those like some of the best ones? Like,
these things are great. They're so cheap, and they last forever.
Yeah,
like I get about a week's worth of battery out of a controller with these.
Yeah, my Cyberpunk.
I got 8 of them, so I just keep 4 in the charger and 4 in my controllers, and I just swap them when they die.
Yeah, I can't think of what's in my.
And I got a set of AAAs as well for like remotes and stuff like that.
Yeah. What are you using, Evan? Rechargeables, or you just
battery pack?
Just PS5 controller?
Oh, PS5 has its own
internal
battery pack. You can't do shit with it.
Yeah.
Only Xbox has batteries.
The only ones who haven't evolved. I don't know. People are.
I think you're muted, Evan.
Still muted. Yeah, I think everybody's kind of half and half on it. So either way, yeah, I just remember to keep my PS4 controller always plugged in. So just doing that today. Make sure it's charged. But I don't know, Ryan, do you have Facebook up? I think we have some community questions.
I do not have it open, but give me a second.
Damn it, let's see what we got here. I don't have it on here. All right. What do we got?
Let's see.
Hello?
There you go.
Wait, hold on.
But that's your headset mic, I think.
No, I think you were using the PC mic earlier anyway. Maybe not.
I'm not seeing anything, honey.
My
No.
Yeti turned off.
I hear you. We hear you, Evan.
Are you hearing me now? Oh.
We hear you now.
There you go.
Yeah, I feel like the PlayStation 5 controller, I feel like it dies out pretty quick. Like, I'll be playing, and then I feel like it'll show that it's at, like, full battery for a while, and then all of a sudden it drops down to, like, 1 bar out of the 3, and I'm like, what the heck? I feel like it dies out pretty quick. That's just... And my brother said it was probably from the vibration, like the haptic vibrations that it gives.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably doesn't help.
It takes a lot. Also, why is it white? I don't like that it's white.
You got a lot of complaints.
I know. I'm upset. Like, it gets so dirty, like, because I don't wash my hands. Because I'm like,
Didn't you learn anything over the last 2 years?
I know. I'm gonna have a brown controller pretty soon.
Get some hand sanitizer for you.
Gray. I don't know.
Get some lotion. Wait, that's lotion there in your background. Never mind.
Whoa.
I don't know what that's for. Anyway,
Whoa,
moving on.
Whoa.
What are all those socks doing there?
Ew.
You need Manscaped lotion.
Manscaped.
We have 0 questions.
Damn it.
No questions. I guess
think it's because we publicly shamed all of our question askers.
we did. Brian, where are those questions,
Thanks,
Brian?
Jesus.
Yeah, Brian, where are the questions at?
I don't know. I think we did kind of ask kind of late because we're horrible. That's what we are.
Went up 8 hours ago.
Yeah.
When everybody's working.
Yeah.
I know. Recording on a Monday instead of a Saturday.
Anyways, we don't need no stinking questions this week.
I need some beer and some pizza. What about you?
Oh,
Yeah, I could use some pizza. That's for sure.
How about some corned beef for St. Patrick's Day coming up? All right.
Corned beef.
I had some corned beef hash the other day. It was good.
Hey, you guys don't have corned
Roast
beef?
beef hash.
Yeah, we got corned beef, but why does that have to do with St. Patrick's Day?
Isn't
That's
that,
like the thing.
It's
That's
a-
like corned beef. That's like a St. Patrick's thing.
yeah.
What?
Is that
Is
Wednesday?
it? I don't know.
I deliver all the Jameson
Thursday.
alcohol.
Or
I should know this,
Saint
but
Patrick's Day.
I have delivered.
It made you finish that? No one searches for that if you had to finish that whole question.
No, it did, but I was trying to narrow down the search.
14, so it should be on the 16th? Am I correct?
No, I think it's the
What's
7th.
it saying, Evan?
Oh, I'm just getting recipes right now. Oh, tasty history of corned beef and St. Patrick's Day. Butcherboymarket.com. Let's see what you got here. Butcher Boy. Everyone is Irish on March 17th. Traditions of St. Patrick's
Corned beef
Day.
and Irish
It's on a Thursday.
Yeah. We wear green, attend parades, and eat corned beef and cabbage. Oh, this is
Corned beef and cabbage.
Rise of
We had our
corn.
parade in our San Francisco parade on Saturday.
In Ireland, beef was a meat reserved for the wealthy, and most of it was exported to England. The Great Famine resulting from potato blight caused the mass migration of the Irish to the shores of the New World. Where is this guy? In the new American home, corned beef was readily available to Irish immigrants. Long deprived of the beef that was salted by the Irish hands, the migrants gladly purchased the food they could finally afford. I don't
That's
know. It is what it is, Ryan. Corned
Sad.
beef is a St. Patrick's.
Or Irish. They finally got their corned beef. I'm happy for them.
Nice and salty like me in my
Yeah.
PlayStation 5.
How long did that last on a ship crossing
No optical.
crossing the
I'm
seas
saltier than corned beef.
Yeah.
before it got moldy?
No, it's salted. It's fine.
Oh, it's
Here.
fine, yeah.
Isn't it? I guess as long as you're not. Yeah. All right.
Reserved.
Good.
It's just like in Subnautica. When you put the salt on your food in Subnautica, it lasts forever.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Preservation, my friends. All
I'm gonna
right.
put some salt on those crows over there, Kenny.
God, they're just
Yeah,
going
no.
nuts out there. Normally in the afternoon. You know what I like to do, guys? I like to take this. There's a red parrot behind me. I don't know if you see it, but where's he at? You see him there?
Oh yeah.
And it's just like a plastic thing I've had for my kid for, since he was, a young lad. And I like to put that thing outside. The crows just kind of sit there and stare at it like, holy shit. Is that thing going to come kill us or what? Just toy with it a bit. And then I'll put some bread out there just to see if they'll come get it. But I know you're not supposed to feed the birds bread. It's got too much salt in it.
Public service announcement: the ducks at the park are free. You can take them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. What about the eggs?
Yeah,
Make
those
eggs.
two. I mean,
Yeah. This is
just
like
saying.
I've got
Just
like
saying.
Are they telling you to go to the park and kill ducks? What's
No.
going on?
You can take the ducks. They're free.
just take them. Don't take the geese. Take the ducks. Put them in your back seat.
Don't take the fucking Canadian geese, motherfuckers.
I've got those here, Ryan. Matter of fact,
Your
I was
ducks.
outside earlier. There's always at least 10 of them out there.
Have the ducks.
I've
No
got like a
Canadian
preservation where I live at, which is basically all my property. So it's got like little ponds and a little river,
Yeah.
more like a creek. It's real relaxing. Listen to some music, some podcast out there, and yeah, get some sun on my face and have some corned beef hash.
Hey,
folks.
you know what we
Corned
should have
beef.
had in the news? An article I sent you earlier this week
What was that?
on Messenger. And everyone wants to take a road trip there.
Oh yes.
Super Mario World's coming to Universal Studios.
What?
Yeah, right down by you.
2023. So, like the one in Japan, they're going to do it in America at Universal Studios. It was Universal Studios, right? I got that right?
Yes.
Yeah, Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Super Mario World.
It just says that's all we know. Will it be similar experience to the Japanese one, which is largely focused on the overall vibe of Super Mario, with one or two ride experiences, cafes, or will it be a big roller coaster? Probably not. But would you love to ride the rocket coaster from Super Mario Sunshine, or Minecart from Donkey Kong, or literally just ride a Mario Kart 8 track?
I could have swore it was.
I don't know if I haven't been to Universal in a while, but I wonder if they probably still have damn birds out there. Get away from me. Harry Potter was the main attraction. You know, when you first walk in, it's on the right. But there's not a lot of room there. If anybody's ever been to Universal in, what is that called? Anaheim? Los Angeles?
For what?
Universal Studios, the city that it's in. But I guess specifically in Hollywood. There we go. Yeah. But specifically, it's kind of like on the side of a mountain. Not a lot of room. Fit that.
Yeah, it's Hollywood is a lot less glamorous than it's made out to be.
That is true. We went. Yeah, if you go downtown, you're like, holy crap. Yeah, it's like. Yeah, it's a little. They try to keep it clean. I can tell. They're there in the morning to clean that place up. You know,
they try.
Get all the vagrants and other people out, but then I don't know. I kind of liked it. I enjoyed the people watching especially the people that would come out and, you know, they're dressed like Superman and Wonder Woman and Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonators and stuff, and take a picture with me. And
it's just weird how some people like make a living doing that.
Yeah, it's like, it's unbelievable. People using cardboard boxes to act like they're Marvel characters, and Iron Man and stuff. And it was like, some people I felt sorry for, and some were like, hey, that's cool, Like, goddamn, the guy put on like a buff Superman suit, and people out there selling music.
It's Super Nintendo World. Super Nintendo World is opening in 2023 at Universal Studios Hollywood. Level up with exclusive merch at the featured presentation store, opening soon.
Nice.
So it's going to be like the Japanese one. It's basically a world with a bunch of Mario-themed rides.
Sweet.
And you can go around. You get a little wristband, and you got to go around the world and find all the blocks, and you can hit the blocks and get coins and shit like that.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like a little Mario-themed theme park.
That's pretty cool.
Sweet. All right, guys, I think that's the end of the show. Oh,
that's it. That's all. We're done.
Yeah.
Where do they find you, Gunny?
They find me over on Xbox, playing Elden Ring, getting my ass whooped, and over on Steam, same gamer tag, Gunny Chief. One word, folks. Where do we find you, Evan?
I'm let's see.
Reppin'
Evan on Steam and on the Switch, I think, with that Switch code. And then A1 Thick Sauce 69 on Xbox and Shirt Pockets on PlayStation.
I still love that name,
Shirt Pockets. Yeah.
Shirt Pockets, where I'm on PlayStation.
You sound like a boomer.
That there's
Shirt Pockets.
No digital optical port, and the controller dies fast and gets dirty because I don't wash my hands. What about you, Ryan?
Don't invite him over for dinner.
You can find me on Xbox Live, Steam, Twitch, friggin' YouTube, anywhere. Gib8777.
Is there anything that you're not, Gib877777?
I don't think so.
Nice. Perfect.
I mean, it's not a common thing, so it's easy to get.
I'm going to start using that as my username.
Yeah. Have fun.
I'm going to be Gib877777.
I was even that on Nintendo, but I don't go on there anymore, so.
Still there, though.
But I'm still there, yeah.
Yeah. I still have you on there. I still get my newsletter, and yeah. You're on there. All right, guys.
Really?
No, I
I
don't
don't even know how to access that account anymore.
No, I haven't logged in like on a PC since I sold my Switch, but yeah. All right, guys.
All right, guys. What does Gidget say?
Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll see you on the next week's show. Horrible Gamers podcast. Thanks for being here.
Clean your controllers and keyboards and go to bed. Good night, everybody. Wash your hands out.
Winter is coming.
Thank you.